also kind of in the same vein as some of the things that I've talked about in my last few videos and like my responses to Danish vlogs videos. So, I think maybe it's not just me who would be interested by these topics. At least one other person will be, and hopefully more than just her. But anyway, if you guys like these videos, I'll make more. I've got tons of journals to read from, so there's no shortage there. If you don't, just let me know, and I don't have to make any more, but so I'm just gonna start here. So this one here was from October 4th, 2003, and again, it's just kind of like a free writing, free association kind of thing, but here we go. October 4th, 2003. This is how it feels to wait, holding on to a shred of hope, but trying not to get too far ahead of myself, trying not to become too excited or too fearful. I'm waiting to see if my invitation will be accepted. That prelude to an apology. I'm doing a good job of staying calm, but I am anxious. I'm hanging on to see if it is still possible to put my life back together, or if the timing is still not right, if the damage is too great. Time keeps ticking by, and the longer I wait, the less optimistic I become. It's sobering to realize the seriousness of what has happened to us, that this is not just going to pass on its own. Even once you do away with blame, you still have to admit that things are odd, things are wrong, and right now the change seems to be permanent. In reality it is, but that doesn't mean there won't be another change one day, that things won't shift again and maybe even come to resemble what they were before. It isn't wrong to hope for that. It feels good to let go of anger and resentment. It feels good to forgive. But the timing is still all wrong, and there is no use trying to force things now. I will just have faith that when this runs its course, we will all end up happy, and that we will all look back. I will just have faith that when this runs its course, we will all end up happy, and that we will look back and see only the remnants of evolution. As long as we're still truly growing, the rest of this struggle can be forgotten. And I feel secure in the belief that we will come out of this with everything that is really important still intact, because I know what we had was real. Now it's time to turn my focus inward. Okay, then there's a poem I wrote. I won't do that. Okay, October 15th, 03. I have put myself back where I belong, and yes, I guess I am looking for trouble. But the cold is so invasive, and it makes me remember. And I want attention of any kind, I think. I want something meaningful, some kind of recognition or acknowledgement. Probably because I'll soon be leaving this place and putting everything that ever occurred here behind me. It saddens me to realize that this place means so little to me now, but maybe that's more a good thing than bad. Maybe that's progress. I mean, here I am, clean and detached, although I admit I have been forgetting to eat sometimes again. But I hope that will change once I have some privacy. Once I get a chance to spend some time alone, I will be able to hear my own natural rhythms again, and I will follow that. There will be less reasons for me to curb my hunger. For now, though, I am still drawn to all the wrong images in this place. I am chasing all my most harmful thoughts, and I'm getting so tired. But there are some things that I'm very thankful for. The fact that I'm as anyone else can tell. I know the truth, even if I keep it a secret, that I am still all here, and I don't really hate myself, and I haven't always been this sad and timid. I don't really think I am as doomed as I make myself out to be. It's just that I've fallen into some pretty destructive habits. Now it's a matter of breaking those habits. There is documented evidence that suggests I have the capacity to be okay with myself. It's just that I've never had a chance to do it while being close with someone else. It's time to start respecting myself again. I've gotten a lot closer, in some ways at least. Now it's going to take some consistent effort. These moments of clarity have come to me before, and I've always allowed them to become clouded over again with self-doubt and self-pity. I should look to former versions of myself for inspiration and encouragement. I know that I had convictions that I gave up far too easily, but I still have the right to reclaim them and reaffirm them. Stop being so fucking afraid to offend people. They will get offended anyway, and that is their problem. Look at how many offenses I've committed against myself. It's not my job to take care of others. I have to take care of myself. It's time to stop complaining about the way things are and start making them the way they should be, because I am all that stands in the way. November 7th, 03. I think I can feel changes beginning to take place already. My mind seems elevated, a little clearer, and I feel less motivated to indulge in thoughts of loneliness or guilt. I guess this is a good thing, but I also find myself a bit more irritable, less inclined to take the blame for everything, I guess. I remember this, feeling frantic, feeling packed too tight inside my own skin. I have a feeling I'll be replacing sadness with anger, at least for a while. But maybe that anger is what I need to face, own up to it, and then release it. At least I have enough confidence in my ability to be angry without being hurtful. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I know I've been avoiding some things, and it's time to look at them now. December 26th, 03. The roar of my consciousness is dampened and subdued, quiet and still like the snow that blankets the ground outside my window. Not mine. I feel more comfortable in a place that is foreign than I have in my own home in quite some time. To be surrounded by so much beauty, all this delicate white. My thoughts spread out like brittle branches on all sides of me, but it isn't time. It isn't time that steals my concentration, that starts the anxiety churning in my stomach. Despite the simplicity and the calm to be found here, I feel uneasy. It's a challenge to keep the panic at bay, but there is no other choice if I want to avoid wasting the time I have left here. Okay, I'll stop there for now. So yeah, that was at a period actually I'll go into the reasons another time. I guess I'm running out of time. These writings are a little bit kind of cryptic because I was trying not to be too obvious about it, so sometimes I even kind of forget myself what they